Ansu Fati, Vinicius Jr., two of the best young talents in football right now, and we football fans just love to compare. Hello and welcome to the Football Parliament podcast, and welcome to the fourth episode of Parliament Debates. The debate for today, as you must have figured out, is Ansu Fati versus Vinicius Jr., who is the better prospect, who has more potential. Representing Vinicius, I've got Vedant as usual, and for Fati, I've got a very special guest with us, Muktesh from Macaroni. So, Muktesh, thanks a lot for coming on a podcast. Means a lot.
Thank you for inviting me, guys. It's a pleasure to join you guys.
All right, then. As usual, the debate will have three rounds. Round one, where both of the participants will be given 3 minutes to explain the stands. Round two, where I will open the floor for questions. And then finally, a short round three for closing arguments. So let's start with a special guest today. Muktesh, your 3 minutes on why you think that Ansu Fati is a better talent, a better perspective than Vinicius Jr. starts now.
Okay, so despite me asking if Vedant should go first, I have my chance first, so I'm gonna go ahead. And honestly saying, though, the respect I have for what Vinicius is doing this season, still I'm gonna keep that aside because I'm a Barcelona fan, and I do believe, honestly, कि है भाई, Ansu Fati is the better player between the two. Like, let's say not right now, but अगर हम all over देखें, and as you said, who is a better prospect? तो I would say Ansu Fati is a better prospect because हम लोगों ने देखा यार जब I think we can go ahead in English and Hindi too, है ना? हाँ, बस फिर ठीक है। तो हम लोगों ने देखा है कि when until last season I should say कि विनीशियस जूनियर कितनी सारी चीज़ों में कितना स्ट्रगल कर रहा था। लाइक एक लौता वो बंदा था जिसको बार्सिलोना फैंस ट्रोल कर रहे थे इवन व्हेन रियल मैड्रिड वर परफॉर्मिंग गुड एंड उसको ट्रोल करे जा रहे थे बिकॉज़ उसकी फिनिशिंग वाज़ हॉरिफ क्या बोलूँ मैं हॉरिबल भी क्या ही वर्ड होगा। लाइक आई हैव दिस स्टैट कि जैसे एंसू फाटी राइट नाउ एट द एज ऑफ 19 बल्कि एट द एज ऑफ 18 उसका स्टैट ये था कि जस्ट टू स्कोर 1 गोल ही नीडेड 1.5 चांसेस फॉर हिम। लाइक अगर तुम उसके लिए प्रोबेबली अगर 3 चांस बना रहे हो तो उसके अंदर वो 2 गोल मार देगा। कन्फर्म था। एंड विनीशियस जूनियर नीडेड 5 चांसेस टू स्कोर 1 गोल एट द एज ऑफ 20 की एज पे भी। ही नीडेड 5 चांसेस टू क्रिएट 1 गोल एंड दिस सेज भाई इसी से तुम्हें पता लग रहा है इफ यू आर सेइंग कि ठीक है प्रोस्पेक्ट की बात करते हैं तो लाइक विनीशियस जूनियर ने एक सीजन में इतना इंप्रूव कर लिया है। इमेजिन एंसू फाटी अगर उसको एक दो सीजन इंजरीज हटाओ उसको आई शुड से कि इंजरीज एक बहुत बड़ा पार्ट प्ले करेगी इस डिबेट के अंदर क्योंकि लेट मी रिमाइंड यू इंजरीज हमेशा प्लेयर्स खराब कर देती है वेदर वेदर इट इज तुम हैजार्ड को ही ले लो तुम नेमार ले लो
Asensio.
असेंसियो ले लो असेंसियो भाई इससे बड़े एग्जांपल क्या दे सकता हूँ मैं असेंसियो वेंट ऑन एन ऑल टाइम हाई परफॉर्मेंस इट वाज लाइक कि ये बंदा अब रियल मैड्रिड का फेस बनेगा देन ही टुक वन इंजरी एंड नाउ ही इज ऑन द बेंच इट इज लाइक डे इन एंड डे आउट वो स्टार्ट करता है फिर नहीं करता स्टार्ट करता है नहीं करता इंजरीज तो बहुत बड़ा पार्ट प्ले करती है इसके अंदर तो आई जस्ट होप कि आंसू फाटी के साथ ये चीज ना हो बट उसकी इंजरीज बहुत ज्यादा सीरियस लेवल पे है उसने काफ़ी सारी एक नी को लेके काफ़ी सारी उसकी सर्जरीज हुई हैं और अगर मैं वो पार्ट हटाऊँ ना तो आई थिंक एंसू फाटी इज क्लियर अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज एज उसके बाद 2 साल का वो भी है एक क्या कहूँ मैं एडवांटेज आई शुड से क्योंकि विनीशियस इज 21 राइट नाउ एंड एंसू फाटी इज 19 राइट नाउ एंड 19 ईयर्स की एज पे विनीशियस के साथ टो टू टो चलता है एंसू फाटी अगर उसको तुम देखो द अमाउंट ऑफ मैचेस प्लेड उस हिसाब से एंड if you talk about Vinicius Jr. when he was 19, he was struggling to score open chances. तो भाई आई डोंट थिंक कि ये डिबेट बनती भी है अगर मैं एकदम रूथलेस हो जाऊं एज अ बार्सिलोना फैन कि ये डिबेट बनती भी है क्योंकि अभी विनीशियस इस सीजन प्रूव कर रहा है अपने आप को इस सीजन वो कर रहा है अपने क्रिटिक्स को शट अप इससे पहले ज्यादातर इट वाज लाइक कि उसके क्रिटिक्स सही होते आए थे तो हम एक सीजन के बेस पे उसे ये नहीं कह सकते आंसू फाटी जो हर सीजन उसे तुम 10 गेम दो ना तो उनमें से 8 में अच्छा परफॉर्म करता है और ये पिछले 3 सीजन से करता आ रहा है 17 साल की उम्र से करता आ रहा है तो इट इज लाइक इट डजंट रियली it is not fair to Ansu Fati to compare the both.
All right, then, Muktesh, that was your 3 minutes. A very well framed argument on why Ansu Fati is better. Really liked some of the points. Right, Vedant, over to you now. Your 3 minutes on why you think that Vinicius Jr. is the better prospect, has more potential, is the better talent. Starts now.
Cristiano Ronaldo left in 2018. In came in Vinicius Jr., who was a really quick, pacey winger who would, on 1v1, he's definitely one of the best players in the world, in my opinion. And he's had all the qualities, just not the end product, and that's what Carlo Ancelotti has worked on. So Vinicius Junior, the thing with people aren't really thinking about is that about the skills part or about his dribbling. Vinicius can play as a wide midfielder, proper like a left midfielder. You can check out his heat map in the defensive area, also in the mid area. He's more involved in the game. Vinicius Junior has a better dribbling success rate. Vinicius is more faster, and on 1v1 situation, even PK admitted that Vinicius is way better than Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati, yes. I really hope that his injuries are just for a small amount of time and then he gets back soon, because I'm a Spain fan as well, and he probably should be leading the Spanish national team attack as well in the future. That's what I want from him as well. So I won't really criticize him much. But when it comes to proper playmaking, Ansu Fati is nowhere to be seen. Assists are not a proper stat to judge a player's playmaking, but in the last 3 seasons, league seasons, Ansu Fati just had one assist, and he's played with Messi, Suarez, and Griezmann as his forwards. Vinicius came in 2018 2018 at the age of 19 or 18, took over Cristiano's left wing, which was the most productive flank. And right now, again, Madrid attacks with its left flank. And you could say that Vinicius का ये redemption season है या ये है. In terms of GA, goal plus assist, yes, maybe. But in my opinion, goal plus assists aren't everything in football. I'll just give you one more stat about Vinicius Junior, and it's really very good. In the last 1 year, Vinicius Junior has progressive passes received 8.83, and his progressive carries per 90 are 10.83. That's a very, very good figure for a young winger who's oftenly criticized just on the basis of his finishing. People call him trash just because his finishing isn't good. And now that's happened because of Carlo Ancelotti. That man also deserves a lot of credit for Vinicius Junior's finishing to be this good. So that's that. I mean, just one assist in 3 seasons when you had Messi, Suarez, Griezmann, whereas Vinicius was just playing with Benzema. No one not a great player on the right wing. Bale wasn't really doing much, and not anyone else contributing to Madrid's offense. So that's that. Vinicius can play as a winger. Vinicius can play with two strikers ahead of him. Ansu Fati is just a goal scorer. Doesn't really add much to your game. Vinicius Junior does everything in a game.
Don't
Helps
you
in the
think?
defensive
Don't you
stability.
think?
All right.
Don't you think
Pritesh,
Ansu Fati?
you'll get your chance to
Okay,
ask
okay,
him
okay, okay.
questions. That was quite a good framed argument. Some
Yeah,
really fiery points.
I,
Some
I really, I
very
really want
perfect.
to, I really want to highlight that Vedant is a scam. Yeah, he told me he hasn't got any points before the podcast started. He said I've got absolutely nothing on me, and I was like, okay, I won't do my research either, क्योंकि फिर सही नहीं रहेगा. And this is what he gives me after saying that I don't have any stats on me. Like he's throwing me with XGs and all these things. Progressive passes. Come on, bro.
Bro, even you told me you weren't prepared, and
All
you
right.
Yeah,
came
Take
up
it,
with
take
really
it.
good points.
Ciao, then.
And
Let's
just to
start.
conclude,
But for
I'll just
No,
say
no,
one more thing.
no, 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 no,
He
Vedant,
wants
thank
to.
you.
let him let Vedant
He'll
talk.
get
Okay.
his conclusion at the last.
Yeah, I'll get my time again. It's fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and
Yeah.
we will consider the fact that Macaroni was not prepared because it was a very spontaneous one for him. I just called him up to get us some facts, but it was my mistake. So I'll accept that. We will consider that during the final verdict. Palas.
All right. Then moving on to the second round, both of you get to ask each other a few questions. Starting with Vedant, because Macaroni went first in the first round. Vedant, you can ask any questions to Macaroni based on his argument or about the two players in general. Starts now.
Yeah, so Marcanoni, sorry, Muktesh, my bad. Muktesh, going by your points which you said in your first speech, you said that Ansu Fati is clear of Vinicius. But if you just keep that goal assist chart, sorry, just goal chart aside, Vinicius just takes on with everything. He's got a better SCA, better GCA, etc. So what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I will reframe what you said. I said that that Ansu is clear of Vinicius if you take up the age part at the age of 19. I said that.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
because अगर इस साल as I said अगर इस साल का तुम कंपैरिजन लो ना तो विनीशियस जूनियर के तो कहीं दूर दूर तक नहीं आता आंसू फाटी कहीं दूर दूर तक नहीं
Hmm.
आता एंड
Yeah,
एंड
but
लेट
that's understandable क्योंकि वो injured रहा है.
हाँ नहीं ऑनेस्टली सेइंग अगर इंजर्ड ना भी रहता तो आई डोंट थिंक कि जो नंबर्स इस साल लाइक ड्रिबल्स असाइड I'm going to come to
Hmm.
that dribble part. Okay, dribbles
Hmm.
aside, जो numbers put कर रहा है Vinicius Junior इस साल, and you said कि he is only up front with Benzema. You said it like कि Benzema कोई चीज है ही नहीं, and you mentioned Griezmann, Suarez and Messi, and you should have remembered कि of course Suarez you should have put aside Suarez, क्योंकि हम दोनों ग्रीजमैन और सुआरेज दोनों इकट्ठे कभी इनपुट नहीं लगा रहे थे बार्सिलोना के लिए, एंड ग्रीजमैन तो मेरे को याद भी नहीं वो एक्चुअली में कब इनपुट लगा रहा था, लाइक फॉर अ कांस्टेंट फ्यू गेम्स. इट वाज लाइक 1 or 2 games he used to hit a peak for Barcelona, थोड़ी गालियां खाने के बाद, जब ट्विटर पे देख कर आता था वो कि लोग कुछ ज्यादा ही बुरा मान रहे हैं मेरा, तो he used to perform for 1 or 2 games and then he used to set aside. बट ठीक है, हम ग्रीजमैन की बात नहीं करेंगे. Vinicius Junior, I would say you said Carlos Ancelotti is making a monster out of him. I would say consider this thing. Vinicius Junior is part of a Carlos Ancelotti Real Madrid, जो इस वक्त it is like going at such a good pace football wise. Like उनका फुटबॉल इतना
Yeah.
प्रॉपर और इतना प्योर चल रहा है, तो isn't it obvious कि विनीशियस जूनियर जो पहले स्ट्रगल करता आ रहा था, it is like उसके नंबर निकलेंगे ही निकलेंगे, है ना. एक चीज, एक फैक्टर हो गया ना, टीम सपोर्ट से कितना बढ़िया मिल रहा है. ऑन द अदर हैंड एक बार्सिलोना which is probably at the most struggling phase of past 10 years. Ansu Fati फिर भी जब भी आता है, he scores, he creates chances, he scores, does both of these things. It is like
And what
you
will your
can say.
reply be to that, Vedant?
See, first of all, आप जो ये कह रहे हो that Ansu Fati is part of the biggest struggling Barcelona side of all time or something like that.
Last 10 years, yeah.
विनीसियस, हाँ, तो विनीसियस जब मैड्रिड में आया था, वो तो ब्राजील से एट द एज ऑफ 18 मैड्रिड में आया था, एंड अ साइड व्हिच वाज स्ट्रगलिंग इन एवरी कंपार्टमेंट, be it defense, be it midfield, even despite having Cruz, Modric, Casemiro, they were struggling in midfield, in the middle of the park. And offensively, yes, their should I say least number of goals scored in an entire year was the least in 2019-2018. And हमें भी पता है विनीसियस जूनियर का फर्स्ट सीजन जीए को असाइड में रख के काफी अच्छा था.
See, this is what I wanted to ask you. Ki you said कि Vinicius Junior is a lot more than just numbers, and Ansu Fati is a lot more about numbers. I agree to this. ठीक है. But when it comes to a whole package, कि end में क्या matter करता है? It is like don't Ronaldo fans bring this up. Ronaldo Messi उसके अंदर कि in the end Ronaldo is scoring more important goals, और चाहे final के अंदर Messi ज़्यादा dribbles निकालता हो, ज़्यादा chances create करता हो, at the end Ronaldo scores those goals, and that is how he takes his team
अब आए ना
glory.
debate में spice.
नहीं,
But
I'm
sir,
just telling. I'm saying you don't Ronaldo fans bring this up, है ना?
Yes, that's
So
right.
don't you think?
But as a Ronaldo fan, I have accepted Messi is the better player. Secondly, उन दोनों में ये comparison कर सकते हैं because 15 years से they've been doing it in terms of goal scoring numbers and everything. Plus Ronaldo बहुत ज्यादा like a proper striker और goals पे इतना उसका तब हुआ
Vedant,
जब
let's
he
get back to
crosses.
Junior versus Fati. Yeah, Muktesh,
Oh
your
yeah,
next question. Yeah.
we can do
Yes,
this.
हाँ, नहीं, I was asking कि if we take the similarity कि अगर विनीशियस अगर जाए मेसी उन ड्रिबल्स के साथ साथ नंबर्स पुट कर रहा था, लेट अस से विनीशियस जूनियर उन ड्रिबल्स के साथ साथ नंबर इस सीजन पुट कर रहा है, तो इससे पहले वो जो ड्रिबल्स कर रहा था, इट इज लाइक वी हैड सीन जो बेंजेमा वाली सीन थी, लाइक ही वाज सो मच अगेंस्ट विनीशियस जूनियर एक टाइम पे, जब वो ठीक है ही इज प्लेइंग अगेंस्ट अस, इट्स ऑन माय मदर, एंड वो पूरे एक गेम की बात नहीं थी, वो 3-4 गेमों की बात थी, काफी ज्यादा गेमों की बात थी वो, कि विनीशियस जूनियर वाज कीपिंग द बॉल टू लॉन्ग विद हिमसेल्फ एंड ही वाज गिविंग इट अवे एट द एंड. तो चाहे आप 10 ड्रिबल निकाल रहे हो सक्सेसफुली, it is like until you are not really producing something good out of it, जो कि like as I say कि Neymar and all these players करता है, तो Vinicius Junior is considerably very young. तो अब जाके इस सीजन की अगर हम बात हटा दे, आई एम सेइंग इस सीजन की अगर हम बात हटा दे, यू सेड पिछले सीजन तक, तो एंसू फाटी भी इज नॉट लाइक ही इज जस्ट अ ब्लैंड रनर विद द बॉल, उसके भी ड्रिबल्स निकलते हैं, बट इट इज लाइक मच लेस ड्रिबल्स as compared to Vinicius Junior, but much more success rate when it comes to productivity. That is what I meant to say.
See, आपने जो बोला that Benzema ने Vinicius को criticize किया that he was just keeping the ball to himself. I swear on my mother's life. यही होता है ना, आपने बोला 3 to 4 games, वो एक poor sort of period आता है हर एक player का that they get like 4 to 5 bad games, and if you just saw in the return leg, Vinicius came in and 20 seconds में he scored a goal for Madrid against Shakhtar, the same team he was being bullied against in the first leg. तो वही है Vinicius Junior, और plus आपको Madrid का style of play भी देखना होगा. Under Zidane and under Ancelotti, free flowing attacking high press side है ये Madrid की ये साल. और उससे पहले low block tempo oriented, just keeping the possession, playing low, keeping that clean sheet, scoring just a goal or two, and that's the game for them. पिछले 2-3 साल से यही तो चल रहा था जिडान के अंदर. So you know
ठीक है,
आप
all
ये भी
right,
कह
all
सकते
right.
हो कि विनीसियस के numbers.
You got the point, Vedant. Yeah. I think एक last question allow करते हैं from both the ends before we move to round 3. Muktesh, one quick question, please. Video duration ज़्यादा
Okay.
नहीं बढ़ाना.
ठीक है. Vedant, I want to ask you this question कि saying honestly, if it is like कि you take apart the fact कि he's scoring so many goals, you bring in Hazard in place of Vinicius Junior, he starts scoring goal. Do you think you're still going to put up ahead Vinicius Junior when it comes कि he has proved himself until now, but then you have got Hazard with you? Hazard, like if he gets back to form, do you think and you will trust Vinicius Junior more than Hazard? I want to know this.
Can you just repeat your question? I didn't get it. Sorry.
It is like as simple as कि अगर हैजार्ड अपनी फॉर्म वापस पकड़ता है, डू यू थिंक विनीशियस जूनियर विल बी ट्रस्टेड अ स्टार्टिंग स्पॉट अहेड ऑफ हैजार्ड?
What I feel about this is that I don't think so. I mean, you know, anything can happen. Hazard can have great numbers. First of all, Hazard and Vinicius, I think, are a bit different under Ancelotti's side. They've got sort of different roles. Hazard is more involved in the build-up and sort of a free role, whereas Vinicius is just stuck to his left-hand side. And if Hazard starts scoring, I mean, we've seen it. Vinicius is playing on the left-hand side. Under Zidane, Vinicius would play on the right-hand side. So there was a difference.
Exactly that.
I mean, just give a
Carlo
short
Ancelotti
and
is
concise
giving more
answer
importance.
to his question. That do you think that Vinicius would still be trusted that much if Eden Hazard rediscovers his form?
Yes.
All right,
Not he.
Your view. Take it then. Vedant, your last
Because
question to
see, it's very
Muktesh.
simple.
No justification needed.
Okay.
Your last question.
I don't have any questions.
All right, then. No worries. We'll move to round 3. Round 3, just a very short 30-second to 1 minute summary of all the points that you've made, any new points that you want to make, and well, just conclude कर दो अपने पूरे argument को. Starting with Muktesh, you'll start.
Okay, I'll start. तो ऑनेस्टली सेइंग कि विनीशियस जूनियर इस सीजन बहुत अच्छा खेल रहा है, बट कीपिंग इन माइंड कि बार्सिलोना एक ऐसी बार्सिलोना साइड को कैरी कर रहा है एंसू फाटी, वेदर इट बी नंबर्स, वेदर इट बी प्रोग्रेशन विद द बॉल, इट इज लाइक इट डजंट मेक सेंस टू नॉट गिव हिम क्रेडिट फॉर दैट. लाइक विनीशियस जूनियर इस साल अच्छा खेल रहा है, बट यू हैव टू कीप इन माइंड कि रियल मैड्रिड का पूरा स्क्वाड एज अ होल इज अ मॉन्स्टर अंडर कार्लोस एंचेलोटी. जो फ्री फ्लोइंग फुटबॉल है, इट इज लाइक नॉट ओनली बेनिफिटिंग विनीशियस जूनियर, इट इज बेनिफिटिंग बेंजेमा एज वेल. So it is like two players benefiting from the same system. But at the same time, if you look at Barcelona, no one is benefiting from that system except Ansu Fati, because he's literally creating things for himself, और जो भी उसके लिए create हो रहा है अगर throughout from his team, he's converting it. Like as I said, he just needs 1.5 chances to score one goal. That's how brilliant he is when it comes to getting chances. So Vinicius, no, I don't mean disrespect to Vinicius Junior 1% भी, but it is like if you just keep it short and talk about the team जिसके अंदर वो दोनों खेल रहे हैं, तो it is a जमीन आसमान का फर्क, and that is where it all comes down to.
Well said, Muktesh. A very good point and a very good argument by you. All 3 rounds, starting with your summary and well framed. Well done, Vedant. Your ending conclusion now.
So I'll just quote someone, a very biased Barcelona fan and current Barcelona leader, Gerard Piqué. He was asked to choose between Ansu Fati and Vinicius Junior. What he first said was that they are a little different. But what sets aside Vinicius Junior is that Vinicius is faster and more electric. And on 1v1, Vinicius is the best, one of the best players in the world. And for Fati, he said that he's just a goal scorer. He didn't say more than a goal scorer. He just said he's just a goal scorer. So if your own teammate is saying stuff like this about you, so I don't really know who to,
Let's not get into debate higher. इतना ज़्यादा लंबा हो जाएगा.
I'm pretty sure Muktesh ये बोलना चाह रहे होंगे कि खुद के टीममेट की बात करें तो बेंजेमा ने भी कुछ बोला था.
हाँ, that is what I meant to say. और ये कब का इंटरव्यू है? It is like, I think it is after he floored Gerard Piqué in El Clasico. Vinicius Junior floored जब Gerard Piqué है ना?
वो तो हर एक एल क्लासिको में होता है. वो तो
हर एक एल क्लासिको में नहीं होता है, एक में हुआ था. हाँ.
हर एक एल क्लासिको में होता है.
No, but I
All right,
think
then. All right.
yes, yes,
We've heard
yes.
the
You
closing arguments, a very well framed closing argument by Vedant as well. Chirag, your thoughts on the debate, and with time, we'll come to the final verdict.
First of all, a very, very good debut by Macaroni on the new segment, because we have seen Vedant doing the debates, although it was not the fruitful one, but definitely he has done debates, and obviously Macaroni was not prepared, but a very, very well fought battle, I'll say, because जितना heated up दोनों players के बीच में है, उतना ही heated हमारी arguments थी दोनों की perspective से, and I don't think कोई भी convince हुआ है कि they were wrong in any part, क्योंकि दोनों के अपने points बहुत strong है इस moment पे. It will be very difficult for me and Palash to state things right now, but I also want to see that what happens, what me and Palash decide. I don't know if me and Palash also agree with that or not. I'll send my final verdict to Palash. I'll send you on WhatsApp.
All right, then. Whew, verdict time. It's obviously a verdict between Muktesh and Vedanti, or not between Vinicius and Fati. We are no ones to judge players of that caliber. हम लोग तो भाई टर्फ पे फुटबॉल खेलते हैं 1,000 रुपया घंटा का देख के. But I've heard what Chirag has said, and all in all, we feel that with the points made, it was very very close. One person could feel it's someone, the other one could feel it's another one. Chirag and me have also disagreed on this actually. Chirag believes Muktesh should win it, but at the end, I feel that because of this extra time that Vedant got to prepare and all the points that he made with all of those
yeah,
stats and all,
the
जो
cheating
Muktesh
he
would
did
have
on me. The
yeah
cheating he
yeah
did on me.
ठीक है then verdict तो यही है. I think Vedant has won the debate for
Yeah,
today.
I think
Very
if we keep today's debate in mind, Vedant should get the point because he came up with. I think those stats really matter when it comes to debate. He
yeah.
he brought them in the debate, and that's really, I think he should get the win for that. Ah,
All right then. Wow. Vedant's first win, by
Thank
the
you,
way,
thank you.
on the parliament debates. I think एक या दो बार पहली बार वेदांत हार चुका है. So congratulations, Vedant, your
हाँ,
first win.
22 के
And
चक्कर में.
हाँ. Next
all
time,
right, all
next
right.
time, please let me know that. Next time एक दिन पहले चाहिए मुझे. मैं चिट्ठी
Oh,
बना के लाऊंगा, पूरा
comeback
लिस्ट
will
बना के.
coming.
कम बैक
मतलब
विल
For
कम.
sure, for sure. Challenge is
बारसा
on.
PSG वाला comeback आने वाला है अभी
Yes.
Muktesh
But
से.
इस
Macaroni, I
but
challenge you.
आपके भी
Macaroni,
points काफी
I
solid थे
challenge
यार.
you.
For sure.
आपके भी
Yeah,
points काफी
Macaroni, I
solid थे.
challenge you. I challenge you. Shah
Oh,
versus Denmark, we will have
okay.
that debate.
So you
Yeah,
you challenge me for what? Okay.
debate.
टॉपिक क्या
We'll
होगा
decide
हमारा?
the topic together. We'll decide the
ओके
topic.
ओके ठीक है. ओके हाँ.
ठीक है
बूस्ट अप हो
ठीक
गया
है
मैं.
then for today for the day
I
that'll
do.
be it. Thanks a lot to
I have a
Muktesh
topic
again
though
for
also.
coming. We'll make sure to drop all of his links and all in the description so you can go over check his amazing channel if you haven't. A lot of good content. It's not just football now. It's about gaming and it's a complete package. So make sure to check his channel. And also, thank you for listening till the end. For more top quality football content, keep listening to the Football Parliament podcast. Thank you.